A lot to do with us not playing well. They're a very well-coached team. I thought their guard play was outstanding. They're good on defense and offense. They changed defenses, and for a period of time, maybe that took us out of rhythm, and we adjusted. But we earned every point we got, and this was as hard-fought victory as we've had this year, and that's again as much to Kennesaw State's credit. These guys, we've been through a lot of tough games. We played a very difficult non-conference schedule. 20 Big East games prepares you for this tournament. What we just went through in Madison Square Garden last weekend prepares you for this tournament. And tonight's game was very similar to our DePaul opening round Big East tournament game, where we got down big, and then really maybe the last 12 minutes of the game, we fought hard to win. So we're fortunate. This game could have gone either way, and I think everybody up here on the podium knows that we have to be better on Sunday than we were today, but really grateful to still be in the tournament.
Okay, questions, please raise your hand. Let us know who you're with, your name as well, and if you're asking a question to the student athlete, please address it directly to them. First question, second row right in front of me.
Adam Baum, Cincinnati Enquirer. Sule, an emotional game. Is everything okay there with you and Adam? It looked like you guys had a little bit of a tussle.
Yeah, me and AK, we fine, man. I love that dude. We love each other. I mean, it's March Madness. I mean, this is everything that we work for. It's the heat of the moment. So, I mean, we got to be sharp. We gotta be on point with stuff. And if we get a little emotional, it's nothing personal. It's just we want to win. We want to win and we want to advance. And me and him, it's no hard feelings. We hugged it out in the locker room and we fine.
Middle of the room.
Riley Davis, field of 68. This one's for Coach Miller. Kennesaw State was 2 for its last 15 down the last 10 minutes. What did y'all change that was so effective defensively?
You know, we didn't really change much, and that's oftentimes the story. We just did what we do better. I just thought that Jack protected the rim. You know, his last play of the game, the block, was maybe the most significant defensive play in the game. Their guards are really good, and they have great scheme to get them down the middle. You know, if we would play them again, you're probably a little bit more attuned with what to do differently. But that's the part of this tournament. You know, you're playing most of the time a team that you've never seen before, played before, and you have to come ready to go. But again, I can't say enough good things about Kennesaw State. Excellent coach, really good team. They pushed us to the limit, and you know, we're very fortunate to be here. We made plays down the stretch. I talked to AK Adam after the game, and he had a huge three-point shot, maybe the biggest offensive play in the game. You know, Sule, like he does, went to the free throw line in the clutch and iced the game. And then, you know, Kobe, I would say if you'd ask back, like, the change, we switched our matchups, and he started to guard the point guard more. And I thought Kobe's size maybe helped us defend him better than we did during the game earlier.
Third row.
Hi, Christopher Lamore from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Jack, I just wondered if you could take us through that block. Did you expect that they were going to try to get Burden on a drive?
Yeah, we kind of, had that inkling in the timeout. We were supposed to switch everything, and, I saw Rome. He got around Rome. He's really quick. He's a really good driver getting to the rim, and, I just came over and blocked it.
Second row.
Jerome, how much fun was that one tonight?
It was real fun. I mean, I just wanted to win so bad, and I'm glad we got the dub, and I'm glad I did everything I could for us to win.
Second row again.
Sean, can you sort of walk us through that 15-0 run? What started to go right offensively for you guys in that period?
I mean, to some degree, we just, you know better than anybody, Adam. We're a very good offensive team. And I thought throughout the game we had a couple of shots we normally make. We didn't. But I thought we converted. We off of individual plays, off of transition opportunities, maybe a couple set plays. I thought we got a couple good looks and we knocked them in. At the end of the day, the set play can create a shot. The offense can create a shot, but these guys got to be able to make them, and they did. I thought it was almost like the lid came off the basket. We got stops. Stops maybe gave us a little bit more confidence. As our confidence grew, I thought we really settled in. And really the last 10 to 12 minutes of the game, in the first 4 minutes of the game, that's when I thought we were playing our style. And that's why we showed up as a 3 seed. Maybe in between, there's a lot of factors, some of which Kennesaw State provided, that didn't allow us to maybe be as good as we normally are. I just pointed out to Sule, a huge stat for us is turnovers. And for us to play this game, in spite of some other things maybe that we didn't do well, to finish with 10 turnovers, that's a goal of ours. And when we play with 10 turnovers, and we're a very difficult team to beat.
Any other questions?
Colby, how much does a game like this, Coach alluded to it being similar to that DePaul game in the Big East tournament, but it feels like kind of a wake-up call. Would you agree?
Yeah, before. I feel like we just came out, we played timid, we made mistakes that we normally don't make, but all credit to Kennesaw. They're a great team, great defensive team that made things hard for us. But yeah, in this tournament, every team's good, a great team, so we have to come up with our A game every game, and I for sure feel like this was a wake-up call, and we know what we need to do, and we're gonna work over these next couple of days to get right.
Any other questions?
Sean, what do you talk to them about after this game? What do you kind of want them walking out of here thinking about today?
Really, the last 12 minutes, when we played great basketball, really acknowledging the plays that were made by all these guys. Jerome is a career high. To get a career high points, he was 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 24 points. It's a big reason that we advanced. He did something extraordinary today. Adam Kunkel, I'm looking, we were in the game 2 for 12 from 3. But in the biggest moment when we really needed him to deliver, he stepped up and he made that 3-point shot. Same thing with Sule. He missed a layup. Missed a layup at the end of the game in the NCAA tournament. It's not easy to get over, but he was able to get over it, and then he buried him with 4 straight free throws like he does. So, players making winning plays is the first thing we talked about. And I think the other part is this: until you actually go through the tournament, you don't really understand how fragile it is between advancing and going home tonight. And we've experienced that, and we've looked at it in the eye, and my hope is that we can respond and be better. Our bench has to be better. Tonight, we overcame that, and we're going to need them to be a lot better on Sunday.
Middle of the room.
This is for both Colby or Sule. First NCAA tournament game tonight. What are your emotions? How did it feel?
Sule.
Man, it felt amazing, man. In the beginning of the game, the crowd was loud, but the stands wasn't filled as much. But as the game went on, the stadium got more loud and more packed, and it was just an indescribable feeling, man. It was a dream come true for me, and I'm just ecstatic and happy that we're not going home, and we get to go again on Sunday.
Colby.
Yeah, sort of saying what Sule said. It's a dream come true for me wanting to play in this tournament. But yeah, it was a great feeling. It's an even better feeling knowing that we winning and advancing. So yeah, I really took it all in for the first game, but looking forward to the next one.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah. Good job. Thank you.
Good job, guys. So you guys get situated, we'll do an opening comment. Okay. Sounds good. Couldn't be ready.
Oh, man. Well, first thing I'm going to say is this. How about them Kennesaw State Fighting Owls? Man, I am so proud of this group, who they've become, what they're about, but more importantly, how they respond to adversity and even how they respond to success. That was a fun basketball game out there today, man. It gets no better than that. And like I told these guys in the locker room, man, I'm not gonna sit up here and let them feel sorry for themselves, because we've said it all year. We're not gonna let what people on the outside of our circle say success may be. We're not gonna let anybody define success for us. These guys are successful, they're winners, because they decided to love one another and commit to a common goal. So, man, I couldn't be more proud of this group.
Questions, again, raise your hand, let us know who you're with, wait for the handheld mic, and let us know who you're affiliated with. First question, middle of the room.
All right, Kai Millette, KSU Sentinel. Alex and Spencer, both of you guys being seniors who decided to transfer into Kennesaw State a few years back. Just take a second to reflect on what Kennesaw State has meant to you guys and the three guys next to you and what they've meant to you.
Alex.
For me, I think that Kennesaw State has been like a very much like a pillar in my life. I built friendships and relationships here with my teammates and the coaching staff that I feel like will last forever. And I think, you know, when I came in, I had a lot more growing to do, not only as a player, but just as a man in general. And I feel like Kennesaw State helped me grow up and helped me become the person that I needed to be to tackle life outside of basketball or just within basketball. The four guys next to me, you know, they mean a lot to me, regardless of basketball, just, you know, as people. I love them as people, and they got me for life.
Spencer?
Kennesaw State, it's been everything to me. I came here 3 years ago. When I came in, I was a quiet guy. Had trouble, you know, building a relationship with these guys, but over the years, we just grown so close. And I mean, they just mean everything to me. Everybody on the team is a brother to me. I love the practices. I love going to eat in the cafeteria. It's just all those things that just accumulate, and they just mean so much to me. And I mean, all these guys, I love them. I love them for life. Coaches, everybody, managers. I mean, they just mean everything to me. So for us to be able to, you know, finish, or for me to finish my career out here with these guys, man, I can't ask for anything more.
Okay, next question to our left on the aisle.
David Hale with ESPN. Terrell, 4 years ago, you were a part of a team that won one game, and today you were a few seconds away from knocking off the number 3 seed in the NCAA tournament. Can you put into context the journey that this has been and what it's been like for you to kind of see not just you grow up, but the program?
Oh. So, being when I got here, I was kind of like Spence. I wasn't as quiet, but I was a little quiet. I was an introvert when I first got here, just being young. But throughout the game and throughout the process of these 4 years, man, I've just learned so much about life and embracing journey. Being that first year, I tore my ACL, I had to learn how to respond quickly, and I had to learn how to respond and put everything I have into my teammates. It's been one of a kind for me, as in road, because when you're injured or when things aren't going well for you, you know, people on the outside, they start to say things and stuff like that. But I've never been a believer in that. I've always been a believer. God don't put you nowhere that you're not supposed to be. So being that I was blessed to be in this position right here and be with these group of guys throughout the years, man, I can't ask for anything more, if I'm being honest with you. Being that we here right now today, man, I'm so happy. You always dream of something like this when you watching March Madness growing up as a kid in college, and you want to be in college and stuff. So being that we came from 1-28, and as the years go on, you start to see growth, not in just me, but just throughout each and every person. Like, I can go on the line and tell you a fun fact about all my teammates, man. That's how much I bought in and I know them. So this was a great experience for us this year, and I know we'll be back.
Sure.
To our right, third row.
Chris Lamore from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Coach, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, a 13-point lead that you weren't able to hold. Did they do something? Did you stop doing something? And does that make it sting a little bit more?
No, that's just the game, man. Basketball is a game of runs. And in March, you're not playing a bad team. right? We did some things early on both ends of the court that helped build that 13-point lead. But if anybody in that building, thought that was like going to be how the game stayed, you hadn't watched much basketball in March, and just probably hadn't watched much basketball in general. And the second part of your question, it doesn't sting, right? Man, when you put your heart and soul into something, there's going to be disappointment here and there. But like I said to you guys before, man, we teach life through this game. And for us, it's not what happens, but how we respond. This is not going to be a one-off thing for us. We plan to be here, like Terrell said, we plan to be here year in and year out. So where somebody might say it stings, I see growth. I see opportunity to get better, not only as a coach, but an opportunity to help my players grow. So, we've been on the right side of it a lot this year. Today wasn't our day. We're going to just continue to respond.
Middle of the room.
Riley Davis, field of 68. Coach, as you were leaving the court, looked like you were saying chin up to the Owls faithful that were out here. Can you speak some about just what that fan support meant to you and anything else you'd want them to know?
Yeah, it meant a ton. That was a home game for us, man. You know what I mean? So, I was really proud of our support. And you got to understand, man, 4 years ago, guys, we had 350 people in our stands, and half of them were friends and family. So for our nation to show up and show out like they did today, just like I don't want the boys to hang their heads, I'm not going to allow them to hang their heads, right? Because where we came from, nobody expected us to be here, right? Even this year, nobody expected us to be sitting here today on March 17th talking to you guys, right? But I want them to keep their chins up for another reason too, because if we plan on being here year in, year out, I don't want people to lose the gratefulness that comes with being a part of Kennesaw State. I want them to be grateful when we have these opportunities, because it's rare, it's special, right? And I want them to remember what it feels like, not the disappointment. Man, these guys gave everything they could for this university today. They left everything they had on the court. What's there to hang your head about?
Fourth row right in front of me.
Coach, this is Kelly from KSU. I'm standing now. Obviously a tough ending for KSU, but this is one of the greatest years in Kennesaw history. Is this the beginning of something huge for Kennesaw in the upcoming years?
That's a great question. And with all due respect, the beginning was 4 years ago. We're here today, man, because I'm in there talking to you, and I'm over here tripping. The beginning was 4 years ago, and these are tears of joy, man, because we made a commitment to this university. We made a commitment to these guys sitting next to me, man, that we were going to show up every day for them. And when you get to a place like this, again, these are tears of joy, because it takes a special group of people to commit to something and stay to see that vision through. So the beginning was 4 years ago, but you better believe this is our standard, this is our expectation, and we'll be back.
Chris, since you haven't spoken yet, tell me how you will remember the 2023 Kennesaw State Owls.
Man, it's probably one of my favorite seasons I've been a part of in my lifetime, man, because the relationships I built throughout the season with my brothers right here and the brothers in the locker room, man, it'll never be forgotten, man. So, sting, Coach said it shouldn't sting, but, you would want to go further in the tournament like this because it was more than capable, but it's not a regret because, man, we gave it our all, so it's definitely something to remember.
Last question.
So Sorry, I know it doesn't come down to one play, but the drive by Terrell, was that kind of the play that you guys had set to run? And you surprised you got men at the rim there, Terrell?
Yeah, it was definitely designed that way. We didn't get the result we wanted, but that was a great play on I think it was Nunji. Yeah, it was a great play by him to meet me at the rim. And although it didn't end the way I would have liked it to end, it's a learning experience for me, and I take it as an opportunity for next time, because it's going to be another moment where I can get another chance to drive to the paint, and this time or the next time, hopefully I learn from my mistakes and I execute. But I can't ask for it to end anyway, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Being that I wanted to win, I feel like this is part of the learning experience that not only I have to go through, but we as a program have to go through to learn how to sustain wins like this. And so it might hurt as of right now, but we gotta let it go, and we gotta just, man, we just blessed to be in this position. We've said it a couple times we're gonna be back, but we stand on that. Like, we stand firm on that. So whatever it takes, we know.
Okay, thanks, guys. Congratulations on a great year.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.